Hey everyone, in today's notes, we're going to take a look at our second special right triangle, the 30, 60, 90 right triangle. So just like in a 45, 45 right triangle, there's a special relationship between the sides and angles of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So in the triangle at left, the side opposite 30 degrees is the shortest side in the triangle, and the hypotenuse is the longest side. In a 30-60 right triangle, the hypotenuse is always twice the length of the shortest side. So it says now that we know the lengths of two sides of the triangle, we can find the third. So what you want to do is come in and label the side opposite 30 degrees, which is side AC, as being x. The hypotenuse, which is opposite the 90-degree angle, is twice that, or 2x. And then we're going to solve for this missing side, which we'll just call b for now. So in the Pythagorean theorem, we would do b squared plus x squared is equal to that whole hypotenuse squared. So we get b squared plus x squared is equal to 4x squared. Because when you square 2x, you have to square both the 2 and the x. Next, take and subtract x squared from both sides. Remember, that's 1x squared. So we get 3x squared on the right-hand side. So we have b squared is equal to 3x squared. And finally, we take the square root of both sides. So in the end, we get b is equal to x square root of 3. Because the square root of x squared would give us the x, but then the 3 would just be inside the radical. So rather than calling that side b, let's erase that b and now label it with x square root of 3. So the ratio of the sides of a 30, 60, 90 triangle goes like this. X for the shortest side, x square root of 3 for the other leg, and 2x for the hypotenuse. So we can use this ratio to find each missing side in the triangle below. First, label your sides according to the ratio. So across from 30 degrees, that's the shortest side, label it with x. Across from 60 degrees, label it as x square root of 3. And then the hypotenuse is equal to 2x. Now if you take the time to label your three sides, one of those labels will give you an equation to solve. So take that equation, 16 equals 2x, and divide both sides by 2, and we end up with x is equal to 8. So that means that this side has to be equal to 8. And then the side opposite 60 degrees would be equal to 8 square root of 3. Final answer. So next we'll take a look at a few examples. In example 1, we have a triangle where we know it's a right triangle. We have 90 degrees. We have 60 degrees here at the top. And I'd like you to come in and write 30 degrees on the other angle. Now the side opposite 30 is labeled with 6. Well, that's going to be our x value. Okay, come in and label the side opposite 60 degrees as x squared root of 3. And then our hypotenuse has to be 2x. Now in this case, we're told in a very straightforward way what x is. So now you just have to plug it in on the other two sides. So since x is equal to 6, we're going to plug it in for this x. So this side would be equal to 6 square root of 3. The hypotenuse would be 2 times 6, and that's twice that short side. So the hypotenuse has a length of 12. Final answer. Okay, number 2, if we take a look, again we're given that it's a right triangle. We're told that this angle is 60 degrees, so I'd like you to come in and put 30 at the top. Okay, so this time around, we have a side opposite of 30 degrees with a length of 2. So before you try to find those sides, label every side according to your ratio. So remember, across from 30 degrees, that's your x. Across from 60 is x times the square root of 3, and the hypotenuse is 2x. Now we're going to come back in and plug in 2 everywhere we see an x. So I already know that that side is 2. Come over to here, take that 2, plug it in for x, and the side opposite 60 degrees would be 2 square root of 3. The hypotenuse then would be 2 times 2, which is 4. So in this little triangle, the sides are 2, 2 square root of 3, 4. Okay, remember that that hypotenuse has to be twice that short leg. Okay, number 3, the triangle's drawn in a kind of a different way. We have 30 degrees in this upper left-hand corner, so put 60 down here. And we notice that this time around we're given the hypotenuse. So come in and label your sides with the ratio. Across from 30 degrees we'll get the x. Across from 60 degrees gets x squared root of 3. And the hypotenuse gets 2x. Okay, this side gave us an equation to use to solve for x. So take 2x equals 8 and divide by 2 on both sides. You get x is equal to 4. Okay, come over here to the right. That means the short leg is just 4. Come over here for this side and plug the 4 in for x. We get 4 square root of 3. So the 3 sides in this triangle are 4, 4 square root of 3, and 8. And number 4, if we take a look, this time around we have the 60 degree angle labeled in the lower right hand corner, so 30 degrees will be up here. And we're also told that the hypotenuse is 50. So label your sides according to the relationship to the angles. Across from 30 degrees, so get the x. Across from 60 degrees gets x square root of 3. And the hypotenuse is 2x. Again, this gives us, the labeling gives us a little equation to use to solve for x. So 50 is equal to 2x. Take and divide both sides by 2. We get x equals 25. Okay, plug it back in. So the short leg is 25. The side opposite 60 degrees is 25 square root of 3. And the hypotenuse is 50. Okay, so next up, of course, they're always going to be a little bit different in difficulty. This one is not so bad, just a little different because it's the first one that you've seen where we're given the side opposite 60 degrees. And that's given to us as 7 square root of 3. Okay, so while the ratio of the sides goes x, x squared root of 3, and 2x, you're not always going to see a square root of 3 on that side opposite 60. But in the case of this problem, we do have that. Okay, so label up those sides. Across from 30 gets the x. Across from 60 degrees, that's x squared root of 3. And then the hypotenuse is 2x. Again, by doing that labeling first, we get an equation to use to solve for x. So if we have 7 square root of 3 equals x squared root of 3, take and divide both sides by the square root of 3. And we see that we get x equals 7. Okay, so use it right here. But x equals 7, that's the short side. Hypotenuse will be 2 times 7, or 14. So the sides are 7, 7 square root of 3, 14. Okay, and number 6, we have 60 degrees given to us in this lower left-hand corner, and it's a right triangle. And across from 60 has 5 square root of 3. So up here at the top, it's got to be 30 degrees. And so let's label our sides. Across from 30 degrees gets the x. Across from 60 degrees gets x squared root of 3. And the hypotenuse is 2 times x. So hopefully at this point you can look at this and say, hey, if 5 squared root of 3 equals x squared root of 3, then x has to be equal to 5. Okay, if you're not quite there yet, remember that we're going to be dividing by the square root of 3, and we simply divide to give us 1s on both sides. So again, that's how we get x equals 5. Don't forget to plug it in on the hypotenuse and do 2 times 5 to get 10 for your hypotenuse. So the sides in this triangle are 5, 5 square root of 3, and 10. Okay, 2 more to practice together here. So I can't move that out. So we're going to squeeze them in. Maybe. Okay, number 7. We have our 60-degree angle sort of at the top here, so it's a little different. And this is 30. So across from 60 has the square root of 15. So this is what I was referring to. It's a little different now. We don't see a square root of 3 in there. So across from 30 degrees gets the x. Across from 60 degrees gets x square root of 3. And then the hypotenuse is 2x. So if we have 15 equals x squared root of 3, we're going to divide both sides by the square root of 3. And this one isn't so bad, because when you have the square root of 15 divided by the square root of 3, since they're both inside the radical, you can just divide 15 by 3 and get the square root of 5 for x. So this side would be the square root of 5, and the hypotenuse would be 2 square root of 5. Okay, so the 3 sides were the square root of 15, square root of 5, and 2 square root of 5. Okay, last one, number 8. So in this case, we've got a right triangle with 30 degrees way out here. So this angle has to be 60. So this time around, across from the 30, we have 2 square root of 3. So this is a little different. So we have x equals 2 square root of 3. Across from 60 will be x square root of 3. And the hypotenuse will be 2x. Well, believe it or not, we already know what x is. It is 2 square root of 3. So you're going to take that and actually plug it in here for x. And you're going to plug it in here for x. So what it will look like for the side opposite the 60-degree angle would be 2 square root of 3 times the square root of 3, which becomes 2 square root of 9, which would then become 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay, so the side opposite 60 this time around is a whole number. Okay, for this hypotenuse, we're going to take 2 times x, so 2 times 2 square root of 3, and that's simply going to give us 4 square root of 3. Again, it's double that short side. Alright, you guys, so we are definitely going to do lots of practice with this, but if you feel lost and have some questions, please come in and see me for extra help.